hopefully you can see me, and you probably saw the title, and it's like week 3 and week 4. What do you mean by that? So I have the start of week 3 and then going into week 4 right now, because those days have passed, and you are now up to date with my lifts. So essentially I'll be going over week 4 and then a bit of week 3 as well. So I'm just catching up really. But anyway, when it's coming to, my max outs, I did 225 on squat. I did 135 on bench. And then you probably saw, well, you haven't seen, that there's no deadlift. That is because I pulled my back in the morning on my 3rd week. So 2 weeks in a row that happened. And here's my deadlift attempt of 260. It didn't go up. So really, am I disappointed? Yes. But do I understand why? Yes. And I'll be going over that, and then I'll be going over my squat and bench, which went fairly well, which I am very happy with. So at least it's not 2 lifts, it's just the 1. So with deadlift, I believe it was mainly due to lack of momentum, and also me changing from working out in the afternoon to the morning, which is why I'm changing my program, which I'll do in the next video. I'll just say what my program is and go through what I'm doing. So yeah, so essentially what happened was, it's just like a mixture of events. I think on a good day, and if nothing ever happened, like me getting employed and stuff, I would have got it. I would have got 260, and I know that in myself, I would have got it. And the fun thing is that when I did try to go for my 260 attempt, on my warm-ups I did 235. I warmed up to that point, and I didn't pull my back. So essentially my theory was correct, that training in the morning only screwed me more. So I won't be training deadlifts in the morning, I'll be training in the afternoon. But I will talk about my program when I, next video, I'll be going over it, and what the plans are for the next 3 blocks, essentially. So, considering that deadlift was a failure, well, in most people's eyes anyway, but I see it as sort of like, yeah, I got myself in there, and there was more issues around that time anyway. So I wasn't feeling mentally the greatest, and also physically wasn't feeling the greatest. So we'll be going on squat now. So here's the squat, and I'll just talk over what happened. So essentially what happened is my camera cut out, I did my PR, and then I was like, I don't have any evidence of it and I'd rather see it. So I did it again, which is probably another factor on why I didn't hit 260. So it's just another factor. And yeah, that's just me being me. I didn't do any back downs. And then I did my bench press, which was 140. I could have done that for 3 reps. I honestly feel like I could have done that for 3 reps, which is good. I didn't have any shoulder pain. I didn't have any fatigue at all. It was like a breeze. I was like, is this 140 or is it like 130? Because the week before, 135, felt way heavier than that. So yeah, I am getting progressively better. I am back to my old self, where I'm squatting great, I'm benching great, but now deadlift kind of went down, which is sort of the old me. So, but yet again, it's completely fine. I got 2 of my lifts with relative ease, especially with squat when doing it a second time. And yeah, it's just unfortunate deadlift didn't go up, which is what you expect really. I mean, with all the circumstances and stuff. and considering it was extremely late that I was training, so it's a bunch of factors that I didn't really want to happen, and they happened. It's just the way it is. But that's the reason why I'm changing my program. And yeah, that's really week 4 summarized, because I didn't really do anything else. Like all the footage I have of week 4 currently, which I'm on a Wednesday right now, I train Monday and Tuesday, is pretty much me doing squat, bench, a few back off sets, and then deadlifts, doing another deadlift set of 180. Didn't really go well. It felt very heavy for some reason. And then in Penlay rows, like 100, and it felt easy. So I'm not going to show all that footage. It's basically pointless. But in the next bit of week 4, I'm going to be transitioning into my new program for a deload week. So I'll be doing Thursday and Friday, but not Saturday, which is alluding to what kind of program I'll be going for, which is I will be training on the days in the afternoon where I'm not working. So Sunday and Monday, I will be training in the afternoon, and essentially that'll save me some, fatigue and stuff, which is always great. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going for. And when it comes to just adapting to it, I'll just adapt. It's no problem to me. And yeah, and then just gonna do like an upper body and lower body for week 4. So Thursday upper body, Friday lower body, and then get straight into the new program on a deload. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. And yeah, we'll get straight into week 3. So I recorded all of week 3, apart from deadlifts, because deadlifts I pulled my back on 180, so it's like I didn't even get to deadlifts. So, and yeah, pretty much gonna get into that, and I'm just gonna talk over it like usual. But anyway, I'll see you in the gym. So today I'll be showing you week 3. So essentially on week 3, I did everything when it comes to just like my regular workout. So here I did 225, felt hard, but as you saw with 235, it felt a lot easier than this. I think that's just because I peaked a lot better with this day's week 4's, like squat and bench. So I think I just peaked a lot better that week. So, and then once got into like the bench territory on week 3, it was kind of like the same story. It was just a bit heavier than usual, but week 4 pretty much felt like a breeze, other than deadlift, which is to be expected. But yeah, everything when it comes to push day on this day felt pretty good, hence why I'll be training in the afternoons a lot more when it comes to my primary bench and deadlifts and squats, because it just feels a lot better. I have more recovered, I have eaten more, and it feels a lot more natural to me. And then when it comes to more the morning sessions, I'll put more hypertrophy and like strength training kind of stuff on those days, so it kind of like cancels out. So but yeah, when it comes to just like bench, as you see here, just pretty much the usual. And yeah, it's looking pretty well for like my bench and stuff, especially regarding week 3 and 4. They were quite good, I'll say that. But just need to get back to the drawing board and stuff, which I pretty much have, because I pretty much estimated I'd get my squat and bench, but not my deadlift, because after the 2 weeks of not being able to deadlift it properly, it kind of like was a warning sign. So yeah. But overall, I think it was a successful week in any regard. So yeah, and week 3 just as usual. Other than just like a bit more preparation and stuff. So yeah. Then I went on to Skull Crushers with my friend, as you can see here, just goofing around because he's just a bit impatient, the little bugger. But you know, Skull Crushing here, 55 kilos, which it's going up. You know, my Skull Crusher's going up, which is always a good sign, and hopefully all of my other lifts will go up preceding that, which I'm pretty sure by you assuming by what I'm saying is I want to get stronger, I'm only doing a mini cut. So like for those who've been watching, I said I would do a cut, but I'm pretty much going to do a mini cut where I reduce my carbs and stuff like that, and I do more cardio, so like walking, stuff like that. I'll be doing more of that instead of you know, going for a full cut, because a full cut at my stage of lifting right now isn't really, you know, beneficial. I still want to grow, I still want to get stronger, so having a sort of mini cut where I'm just cutting off all the fat really and trying to maintain the muscle is essentially what I'm going for. And I don't think my physique is at the stage that many of my friends think it's at, because in my humble opinion, I don't think it's like great. You know, I still see a lot of flaws. I still see that I don't have much size, as in like myself. So yeah, I just want to get bigger and see if I can get leaner as well, because you know, I want to be at a healthy body fat percentage where I'm like, you know, I'm not feeling like a fat cunt all the time. I'm feeling more of a sick cunt instead. So yeah, and that's why I'm kind of doing this mini cut, to just get rid of all the blubber and get down to what, like 13% body fat, because I think I'm at like what, 20%, nearing like 17-20% currently, so it's like that kind of situation. So basically just cutting all the fat off, and you know, gotta get back into, you know, shape, and seeing if my lifts either grow or don't, you know, but it will just be a test kind of thing. But anyway, flies like usual, and that's pretty much push day. You'll be able to see a bit of the posing, which you'll able to see, like, kind of estimate my like body fat, which I will say this, it isn't the most impressive physique in the world, neither is the blubber on me, but you know, it's just like a bit of a mental thing as well, you know, just trying to up my, you know, body image problem or something like that. But we'll be going on to rows, so like cable rows. As I said, I didn't do any deadlifts and stuff like that because, yeah, I pulled my back, and I was just doing pull day as usual, because I was like, I'm not going to go on because I feel like an absolute shit stain, which oddly enough, on my max out day on the push day, which I did 235 and 140, I almost didn't go because I had that much of a bad day. Like, it wasn't because I couldn't deadlift or blah blah blah, it was just because of some personal things, and yeah, I almost didn't go, but I'm very happy that I went, and it's a great success for me, because I know the old me would probably just have stayed home. But my name is Willpower for a reason, and that's what I demonstrate every single day. Regardless of the outcome, I'll always try my best, and I'm not much of a quitter. Even though I feel like quitting all the time, I don't think I'm ever going to quit. So, but anyway, lat pull down, trying to get them lats going, and then finish off back with lat pullovers. So yeah, just trying to get that lower lat kind of muscle, and then basically finish off with some lat pullovers, which does the lower but also like kind of the upper lat, which is the things that poke out. And yeah, I think it does wonders for your back when you do lat pull down and lat pull over, like for width and then like, you know, a bit of back thickness. I think it's extremely good, because there isn't really many things you can do with your back other than, you know, pull down, pull over, and then like a row of some sort. And yeah, that's kind of like how I see it. I don't really need many movements from my back. I don't need to do like this row and then another row and then another row. It's essentially useless if you're doing multiple rows, because I use Pendlay rows as a strength movement, but then I use cable rows as a hypertrophy movement. It's like different things, and I see a load of people do low row as like in the machine and then do cable rows, when it's essentially doing the exact same muscle just in a different way. Like, I get it, a lot of bodybuilders do it, but if they even smelt a dumbbell, they'd grow because they're on a bunch of gear. But when it comes to just like building muscle, it's a fairly simple concept. You just need to be able to target and have that mind-muscle connection with your muscle in order to, you know, break it down in order for it to grow and adapt again. I mean, that's what I've been doing for 3 years now. It's officially been like 3 years since I started this whole gym journey, and yeah, it's been quite the ride. And yeah, no more skinny bitch anymore. I'm now a decent sized bitch. So yeah, now I'm biceps, doing some incline curls, and then going into some hammer curls, and that's where I finished off the workout, because I was like, I gotta get home, I gotta get to work, you know, essentially kind of rushing myself. So there's not much in this workout other than, you know, just the average pull day for some people. And if you are just looking to build muscle, kind of like the structure that I've just gone through is kind of like what you would do. But you're just, I believe in strength and muscle correlate, so that's why I do strength work as well as building muscle. So like, the stronger I get, I believe the bigger I get. So it's how a lot of people have done it. And yeah, that's just my personal take on how natural lifting works. But overall, it's whatever you want. You know, I am not a person who, you know, judges what anyone does. If you're doing something ridiculous, of course I'll judge. But you know, overall, it's looking all right. Physique's looking okay. Just need to cut a bit of, you know, bit of fat off, and then see where I'm at. But anyway, that's pretty much me for this video, and I will see you in the next one where I'll talk about my new program. But anyway, goodbye.